Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My honorables to the judges and my honorable for everyone who joined this competition today. My name is Fadia Imani as the first speaker from the government team, and I come from Senior High School 1 Muara, Batu. Today I will tell you about the motion this house will arrange students in classrooms based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. This house will organize students in the classroom based on their intelligence and academic achievement rather than their age. First, we have to know the meaning of academic achievement. Academic achievement is a change in terms of behavioral skills or abilities that can increase over time and are not caused by a growth process but a learning situation. The manifestation of the result of the learning process can be in the form of oral or written governance and skills and problem structures that can be measured or also target tests. Academic achievement is a term to indicate a level of confidence about a goal because an optimal learning effort has been made by someone. The existence of grouping each school has its policy in class management. For example, that happened in one of the public elementary schools in Semarang, which is the population research. Principal, as the decision makers, have policies to make place based on the students' academic abilities. Especially, conducted in grade 4 and grade 5, grouping is divided into 3 classes, where class A in the class that have the most academic abilities well. Moderate class B and class C is less capable. This grouping at first aims to combine teachers and students from 2 different elementary schools. For readers have champions teachers and students between primary and primary school second. Then the principal combines students so that nothing groups between teachers and students. Other consideration apply grouping. The teacher considers there are gaps in the process classroom learning. Clever students quickly finish the text, meanwhile students who are less left behind by friends, the clever one, discuss the help. Schools make decisions, group students by students' abilities, the use of report cards as a reference in group division class. From 2 years running, Chief the school provides that evaluation with the student grouping, the number of students entering junior high school, feature without following the selection increase, and this is considered an achievement for the school. However, there is often grouping to reaping student achievement on basis can improve learning achievement. Evident from the students whose previous result less then can adjust so that the results are better than more easy to compare material and the result was better. Meanwhile, the teacher from every class and low class grade B and C disagree class grouping on the grounds because it should be each student in the class. There are students who are smart, medium, and less. Because of the class grouping, students are not able to compete fairly to get a better math and classroom teachers feel overwhelmed to talk in every class less. Based on the result of the interview with the classroom teacher, it was included that the teacher in the high class agrees class grouping because it develops even in the learning process. Because it relates to student abilities, which is high anyway. Students in class are also active and able to discuss, however concentrate the teacher in the middle class and low. They objective for being heavy and above a limited student abilities, tend to be passive and accompany were less students. This should be possible, be input the first principle if in the future there is a program grouping students. Classroom teachers need to be in rotation so low-grade teachers tend to experience high-class teaching. Teachers should also understand each student has a progression rate, motor function, cognitive, and different activity. Students who experience lowness and learning push and pressure, it is usually happen because the child is pushed and forced by surveillance and frequency. So, intelligence does not affect age. It could be thus not affect age. We have not reached that age should be in academics, but they already have intelligence above average beyond those of their age. For example, there are those who have high enthusiasm for learning only. Of course, has not reached the said age. So their enthusiasm for the future will decrease. There are also those who don't have enthusiasm for learning, but academics still force them to enter the predetermined level of study. So I strongly agree if students are made based on intelligence or achievement, not based on age. Based on June 2016, partner organizations like UNICEF, OCLA, Save the Children, and Plan International, among others, have also invested and continue to invest millions into different programs in the sector, including teacher training and provision of teaching and learning materials. As a responsibility bearer to educate its citizens, the Liberian government on manual basis gives budgetary support to the Ministry of Education to run the education sector. This is in support of God's constitutional obligation to provide our Liberians equal access to education, opportunities, and facilities to ensure the social, economic, and political well-being of Liberia. And politically, the support being provided by the Liberian government and donors has triggered some achievements, including the provision of textbooks, learning materials, teacher guides, the construction and renovation of schools and education facilities around the country, and the successful implementation of 6 city development programs targeting school administrators, teachers, and parent-teacher associations. Despite educational impulse provided to date, the overall academic performance of Liberian students has not been impressive. This is indicative of the inconsistent drops in the passing marks of 9 and 12 graders in the regional exams. Imperative as students themselves play pivotal roles in shifting their own learning and acquiring enhanced academic achievement. Accordingly, economic head results on student motivation in central to results in learning and teaching. That's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.